recap from last week. Who did I pick on
Casey.
last time?
Casey wants to do it. She said it earlier.
Casey was just here. How about I just roll a dice, huh?
Casey will do it when Andrew comes and picks up this computer Casey wants.
I forgot about it.
This is definitely, I mean, one of the things that I'm proud of is everybody in this group knows to blame Andrew for everything. I like that. I mean, that's the way it should be. Does anybody want to play a little background music? I don't know. Probably not. Okay, 2. That'd be Andrew. Andrew, look at you.
Fucking Christ.
Fucking Christ. He's right. All
When I
right.
fought somebody, I turned into a berserker. I got knocked down. Somebody else got knocked down. I don't remember how many of the
Sacrifice
goblins.
myself to save you.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember all this stuff, man.
Somebody help Andrew out. Anybody.
So we made a cool ass plan to fight off the goblins. We put on little caltrops and everything, got ourselves all prepared, and then my son decided that instead of doing all that, he'd get really fucking stoked that he won another game of trash ball and just fucking go charging at the horks and the goblins. So we had to run outside to try to save him. He went knocked down. I went to go heal him, and I got knocked down. And then I'm pretty sure the rest of the children cleaned everyone else off, because at some point I got revived.
That's right. That's right. What else happened? Anybody else got anything to add? Oop, shit. I just cut your forehead off. Oh, no, you moved forward. That's why your forehead's cut off. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, you had talked about that even though some of the goblins and horks were dead, the one that ran away was mortally wounded, and they left some of the horks there with us, and they're just kind of mulling about quite dumbly.
Yeah, so there's 2 horks that are still there. You smashed one in the head and killed it. There's 2 that are just standing around kind of staring at you guys dumbly. You've killed all the goblins, but you basically have 2 horks left. For those of you who might be watching this video later, basically what's happened with this party is they woke up one day and bada boom bada bing, there's goblins riding around orcs like they're horses. They're even calling them horks. They're sorting through trash, which appears to be treasure, but nobody understands why it's trash. And they ambushed some of these guards last week and were successful in their battle. They defeated everyone, and we are in the aftermath of that battle. And so, like I said, you guys have 2 horks that are sitting there. They're kind of they look like riderless horses. They're just kind of wandering around, kind of stomping around, looking for something to eat, looking for, a trough to stick their heads in or whatever. You've got the dead bodies of 5 goblins and 2 horks. One of the horks did run off earlier. And it's kind of up to you as what you guys would like to do at this point. Your patsies are all kind of standing around like a lot like the horks, just kind of staring at everybody, smiling. When you look at them, they smile back at you. So what would you guys like to do at this stage?
Time to search bodies.
Gonna do some looting?
Probably a good plan.
All right. What... Oh, shit. Sorry, Jesse. Since it was your suggestion, why don't you go ahead and make a perception check as you're searching through the bodies? Does anybody have the stream pulled up, by the way?
I do on my phone.
Okay.
18 plus 9.
Okay.
27?
Sweet. Yeah. So you're going through the the bodies, and you do find that this particular body that you're going through, the armor is very well crafted. It's very well taken care of. You do note that it is pretty, tailored to this specific, goblin, which is for some reason not sitting well in your head. You notice there is a scroll case on this particular goblin's person. There are very well crafted weapons on all of these, which will allow each character to go ahead and take their starting weapons. Basically, we'll just say that, for whatever reason, this was the Dane Cook of shopping carts left in the in the grocery store. So you walked into the grocery store and everything that you would ever want is in a shopping cart waiting for you. So basically what I'm saying is that you guys all have your starting weapons now.
It's on.
Woo!
So
I can get rid of the salad fork.
you could get rid of the salad fork. You can now have an actual throwing axe.
So I put down my one great club for another great club.
That's correct.
Oh, look.
This one's
big
shinier.
stick's better than my big stick.
Exactly. So,
This big stick is familiar.
so that's
You said there was a case of scrolls.
there is a scroll case, and there is these guys have coin purses filled with junk. It looks like to you, like circular, round, shiny. Some of it's silverish in color, some of it's goldish in color. Looks like garbage to you. Yeah, so more garbage. They've got lots of garbage on them.
We might need this to get through some of the other. Maybe we can bribe some of the other goblins.
It would seem that they find importance in this garbage.
Yeah, they find a lot of importance in it. You guys have no idea. It must be a goblin thing, right? To find importance in all of this garbage. So,
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
oh no, that's fine. Anybody can read Goblin or the scrolls? What language is the scrolls in?
Matter of fact, I speak Goblin.
So
I do as well.
when you open up the scroll case, there is a map in the scroll case. And
I love maps.
the map is very rudimentary. If you have the stream open, I can share with you the map.
This is the map that we found.
This is the map that's in the scroll case.
Okay.
And it looks like, a 2-year-old drew it. Because maybe even with the Microsoft Paint program.
Well, they are goblins, so.
Those are pretty handy goblins.
Yeah.
Little map making goblins.
Yeah. And, that's what the map looks like.
All right.
And so do we know about these bodies of water that are apparent on the map?
You have no idea what this map is. This is it literally looks like shapes with a big dotted line. And Jesse, when you pull out the map and look at it, you notice from the heavens above you a black object, like what appears to be a cloud, descending upon you rapidly.
Well, that's shitty.
Mm-hmm.
And it's scary. You're scared of it. When it hits you, it hits everybody around you, and everyone in the distance of your vision, everyone is covered in black goo.
Hmm.
And
Does it hurt?
They don't appear to be reacting to being covered in black goo.
They don't realize that they're like, they didn't see at all. Like they didn't flinch or anything.
Nope, but it fell on them, and it is all over the ground. It is, and it's as far as you can see. Just black goo just dripping off of the buildings, off of the ground. It's all over everybody, and nobody seems to react at all, except for you. And you're and it's petrifying.
What happens when I close the map?
It goes away.
You found yourself a hobbit ring, sir.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I open it, and it
And
all falls
from
again,
the
or it
heavens,
just reappears.
from the heavens, a black object flies down and soaks everyone around you.
Now the
And
rest
it's
of us
just
that are
as
with him,
scary the second time.
we don't see that.
No, what you see is him literally freaking out like something is falling on his head. He looks up at the sky like a piano is about to crush everyone. He even flinches, closes his eyes, and looks around and wonders, like you guys think he's fucking crazy ultimately. Like
Can I jab? Can I jab?
First it's
Thor
orcs, now
and
it's
laugh like a minion?
you probably would laugh at it because this guy,
Like a minion.
You got to remember this guy convinced you guys to attack these police officers. Basically, they've been watching out for you guys forever, and he's the one that said like this shit's crazy. And now all of a sudden, it's like a piano's falling on his head every time he looks at this map.
The elf's crazy.
My son's finally cracked.
I'm gonna give the map to who has knowledge of geography besides me.
Does anybody know the lay of the land?
My knowledge, unfortunately, is nature.
Well, did that mean you would know the lay of the land? Nature, sure.
Nah, because you gotta have geography like me.
Yeah.
Would that be under special qualities?
It's under
You can still
skills,
roll
yeah.
it untrained.
Says it's not usable untrained.
Oh, it's not, so it must be a class thing.
Okay, so the black goo is, as far as I can see, there's no clean land on the horizon or anything. It's just all goo all the time.
You look like maybe on the horizon, and maybe even now as
Our
you're
lights just
kind of
flickered.
looking around now, even though you're dripping in black goo and there's black goo on everyone, and you can't even see the map, because it's covered in black goo. You look over to the side a little bit, and it looks like there is a clean line where the black goo stops.
All right, I'm gonna walk my happy elf butt over to the clean line.
Okay. What are you guys doing while you see this elf acting the way he acts?
I might be chasing a Patsy.
No, knock that shit off. The Patsies aren't here for that, Gore.
You don't even know.
No, they're here to carry your shit.
You don't even know.
Damn it, Gore.
Why they got backpacks and not hot underpants.
Oh my god.
How do you know what they're wearing? We haven't asked.
Second of all, they don't have beards. There's something wrong with you, dwarf.
It's true.
Dwarvish women have beards, don't they?
We need to find a cure for you. I am certain it's within nature.
Should we loot through any of the other bodies?
I have no interest in that.
Of course you don't.
Halfling, do you want to look through the other bodies?
Sure, the
Miss
ranger's going
Tea
nuts
Leaf?
over there, so why not?
All right. Well, one of the goblins that you the only real significance that you notice is that the armor that these goblins are wearing is very well crafted, and you could probably
Is it blink size?
you could probably goblins happen to be very close to halfling size, as a matter of fact. So they're yep, you could probably wear this armor if you really
Can I
wanted.
see if the armor fits?
Sure. You certainly can.
Or you want me to roll?
You just try it on, and it
Oh.
fits.
Sweet.
Yeah. Like a glove.
Fantastic. So I have a throwing axe,
daughter
not a
can say
salad fork anymore,
Yep.
and some decent armor.
Yep. Banded mail armor, if you must add it from your inventory in your character creator, you should be able to find banded armor.
Banded mail armor.
That is
Okay.
correct.
Would it be under armor heavy, light, or medium?
That would be under heavy, I believe.
Okay.
It could be under medium.
Banded mail. Okay.
Mommy.
Hey,
Hi.
Jade, I have a question.
I'm gonna.
I've got an answer
Okay,
for your
great.
question.
How do I add it when it says insufficient monies?
There should be a box you can check that says add for free.
All right, I will continue. I will look for that.
Okay. Mom, what are you are you worried? What's going
I'm
on
gonna
with you?
cast diagnose disease to see if the vaccination toxins got to him, and that's why he's acting crazy.
Well, you know that when you cast that, he does test positive for COVID-19.
Totally makes sense that we were raised by anti-vaxxers.
Yep. He's very...
One anti-vaxxer.
No, there's nothing wrong with him. He's not sick. Oh, we lost JT. Bye, JT.
Oh,
So,
Nope, I'm here.
oh, you just turned your camera off? Whoa. There you are.
How's that?
Just want to see.
I don't know.
Just want to see your
Everything's
handsome face.
freaking out over here on my computer too.
Huh.
So I might have to do a restart.
It's all that epic dwarven shit. Okay, so anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna go up and actually ask him why he's acting like the sky is falling.
Well, yeah, and he's also like looking down at his shoes as he's walking, like there's something stuck to him, stuck to his shoes, and it's like he's there's. It looks like he's walking through a big old mud puddle.
Honey, sweetheart, do you need help tying your shoes? I can help you.
We're gonna need golf shoes if we ever want to get out of this muck alive.
So he heads over to a specific part, aside from the buildings, aside from the main street, and he goes out there, and he stops at what appears to be nothing in particular, and just starts staring at the ground. And Jesse, what you see when you stop is there is a perfect line of where the muck stops and where the regular ground begins.
Interesting.
What's interesting, dear? Have you gotten enough sleep? Was there something bad in the breakfast? Did you eat your breakfast?
Don't sass me, dwarf.
Don't sass me! I am your mother!
Okay. So I have knowledge of geography, and I want to compare where the line is of clean land to the map. And
Okay.
see what it is that the map is saying about this area.
So when you pull up the map, again, this map is really hard to discern because it's just shapes and, you know, looks like it was made with fingers, right? And
I actually might know something about the intricate language of the goblin.
well, if you know anything about the intricate language of the goblin, you know that they don't write.
Hmm.
They have an oral language, not a written one. And they
This isn't by goblins.
they definitely I mean, goblins might have like pictographs or that kind of stuff on cave walls, but they don't have a written language.
Okay. Yeah, reading and writing's not their thing.
No, never has been.
Makes sense.
Okay, so I don't notice any kind of there's no correlation between what the map is showing and the line of demarcation that I'm standing on.
I mean, if the green blur,
Like I don't see mountains or water or anything
if the green blur
in my line of sight. Sorry.
Yeah, if the green blur is the woods, then those woods might be over there to your left. If the green blur, if the lakes, they could be those lakes that are way north of you, and a river that's way north of you. There's supposedly some of that, but I mean it's kind of a long ways away.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I'm a little late to say this, but I was looking over and I realized that I can actually make geography checks untrained. I get +2 to knowledge and profession checks and can make checks with any of those skills untrained.
There you go. So now all you got to do is convince the elf to let you take a look at the map.
Honey, can I see what you're looking at? Maybe I can help you a little bit. I'm good with helping with
Yeah,
homework.
sure. Take this. Take this cursed thing out of my hands.
Okay.
So he hands you the map, and of course, Jesse, as before, the muck is gone the minute the map leaves your hands. And then, Dwarf, Mom, you see from the heavens a dark object falling down, and it's gonna fucking kill you. And you hide and you duck, and it still just covers you with black glue. Now the elf just happens to be standing right in the perfect spot where half of the elf, boom, black goo. Other half, just fine.
Yeah. See? Told you.
Holy venom. Jesus Christ. Alright.
I'm starting to see cause and correlation between map and holding it and them freaking out. I want nothing to do with this witchcraft.
The
It's
map.
unnatural.
So I call everybody. I want to call everybody over to where we're standing.
Okay. What do you guys think?
We're gonna have a little party, pass the map around so they don't think I'm crazy.
All right, let's go powwow with the elf.
All right. So the elf's hollering at you guys. Andrew, you heading over?
Yeah. No, why not?
Are you done chasing patsies?
Dude, that Patsy is fast for that big old backpack. You just cannot seem to catch him.
Quick little bastards, anyhow.
No,
yeah,
keep
so
going.
I'm-
Someday you'll catch him.
I'll go
All right.
and join up.
So you guys when you guys, of course, you get over there and you see everything that I've just explained, and Dwarf Mom is on the ground like cowering in fear, and now she looks like she's soaked in mud or something. She's covered in something, but to you guys, she looks just fine.
They got to you too.
So I'm gonna say, take this map and tell me what happens. I'm not gonna give them any clues to it. I'm gonna hand it to the halfling first, or tell her to hand it to the halfling.
The halfling who is covered in bloody armor that she's tried on. Are you going to take the? Are you going to take the map?
And sure, I'll take the map from Mom. I trust her.
Okay. You take the map.
Okay.
Mom, the black goop is gone. Halfling, from the heavens, a dark object descends upon you to crush you and kill you. Happens so fast you duck, and splooch. You're covered in black goo.
Ew.
Yeah, not in a sexy way either. Not in a Pornhub finish sort of way. It's not a good thing. It's like real. It's like real life. Like, oh god, now I got to shower. That kind
Bloody
of.
armor is a good look for me. Black goo is not.
Right.
Okay, so I want to ask the halfling what happened when they took the map.
Why the fuck did
Then
you warn me?
Because I wanted to make sure that it happened to everybody.
God, elves are douchebags.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't kill me, wasn't gonna kill you.
So, I throw the map at the dwarves, the brothers.
Oh, I dodge it.
You dodge
You
it?
Yeah.
dodge the piece of paper.
I would like to
strong
smash it like garbage bowl.
adventurer.
Yeah, I'll dodge it.
Chicken.
And as I pass by Andrew, I'm gonna put a spell on him, so that when he hits it, I'm gonna shillelagh your weapon. That's what I'll do. It's
Done.
got a +1. Now it's a magical +1/+1.
So you want to destroy the map. That's great.
Seems right.
Oh no!
Idiot children.
Oh shit, we
I-
lost. We lost Andrew. He's back.
Do I
There
need
he
to? And so I think I have that.
You need to roll good idea check.
Okay, I'm just gonna get out of the way of the map when he tosses it.
Okay, and Andrew, you're gonna
Yeah,
hit
I just
the map.
sidestep. I'm not gonna put a spell on Andrew.
Yeah, I should probably not hit the map, huh? Nope, I'm gonna sidestep as well. My brother does it, then I'm doing the same thing.
Okay,
Touch
I
that
thought
shit.
dwarves were supposed to be brave adventurers, and you guys are scared of a little
Mhm.
piece of paper.
Very
These
brave
ones-
That's what I thought.
adventurers.
Honey, we just watched you scream like a girl twice.
It could be a bounty.
Yeah, and then you did as well, and so
I
did the
am a girl.
halfling. So what does that say?
Y'all are screaming like women about a piece of paper. We're not stupid.
It appears this
Adventure.
paper has made you all afraid of something.
Gore, you're the one that got us into the mess of the botched plan back there. Take the damn piece of paper.
I would also like to go and find armor.
I think you're a little too stocky to fit in anything, honey.
Oh, you can fit in some of it. You could be like Chris
Are there
Farley.
plus size goblins?
Be like
It's gonna be like
Fat
belly
guy,
Fat
fat dwarf in a
dwarf
little chainmail.
Looking like Baymax walking around with just.
Okay, well, fine. These two weenie dwarves don't want to participate. So I'm
They're-
going to pick up the map again. I'm going to step into the clean section, open the map, and then I'm going to give the party some options. Whether I know geography pretty well and nature, so what is within a day's walk from us, from what I can see?
well, you could walk away from, the gathering grounds of all of the garbage, where you guys were,
Mhm.
gathering garbage, because it looks like the black goose stops on the very far side of that.
Did I ever
Is it-
watch the direction that the goblins came in and out of our camp from?
Sure,
Like, is it a pretty well-known path that they come in and out of?
absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
right. Well, I say we should probably go. Well, first we need to get off the main road, because they're gonna, when the shipment doesn't come in and when the goblins don't come home, they're gonna send more and find out what we did. So we should get off the main road and get into some heavier covering if we can.
Go ahead and anybody anybody just go ahead and roll a perception check. Let me know if you get
that
above a
I'm
15.
really good at.
Got a natural 17.
Okay, that's good. Everybody else? Anybody
18.
else? That'll work. Anybody else?
I got an 11. Do we need to add anything to that?
I mean, you're just happy about your armor. I mean,
That's
really,
fair.
it looks
Hey,
great.
it's hard to find halfling-sized shit around here.
Yeah, it's really good, and you kind of feel like, because you're a barbarian by nature, that the blood and the gore from the dead body you stripped it from, you think it adds character. Kind of like
It
it.
completes
yeah.
my look.
Yeah, it
It
makes you look
matches my
tough.
hair. It's good.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like you spent thousands of extra gold just to get that vintage murdered look. But,
Hey.
yeah.
Look.
I got a 27 on that perception.
Okay, and Andrew, did you check too?
I got a 19, but I don't know.
Oh,
It's not gonna
that's-
be as high as
that's fine.
27 anymore.
That's fine. So what you guys notice is you're kind of like moving back into regroup, moving back into town to kind of figure out what's going on. Andrew, you can have a set of armor, banded mail armor. However, you need to reduce its bonus by 2 because you will have to remove certain pieces that won't fit you. So like the arm bracers will fit you and stuff like that, but you're not going to be able to squeeze it around your belly.
1 second, I'm adding it. The branded mail, is that what you said?
Banded mail, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Banded mail.
So as you guys get into the center of town, you notice like the other villagers and stuff are petrified of you guys. Petrified. They and for those of you that got the higher perceptions, JT, Jesse rolled a 19, natural 17, and so you guys pretty much understand that you just murdered 5 policemen and 2 of their horses in front of them. And and
They all
then
saw it.
and then you went through and sorted through their dead bodies. One of you is wearing their armor. And then one of you picked up a map and acted like you instantly got a psychosis. And then the others all acted the same way, and 2 of you acted like the map was a gigantic dragon egg of some type that you couldn't touch. So everyone is very fucking scared of you. The only people that are not scared of you is, of course, your patsies and the 2 horks that are just standing around looking for something to eat.
Should we take the horks with us?
Yeah, I'd like to try to ride one.
I'm gonna ride a hork.
2 horks. Who's
I'm gonna ride
riding?
with my brother.
I already called
I've
it.
got
Can the
I've got-
horks roll
since-
both of your asses, dwarves? Brothers?
since orcs are my
No, but it is funny
favored
watching them
enemy.
both trying to get on one at the same
I
time.
want to try something. I want to try something first with that. But Jesse's trying to say something.
Go ahead, Jesse.
I've got orcs are my preferred target, preferred enemy,
Right.
whatever you call it, favored enemy.
Mhm.
I still think something's up. I need to. How did these orcs get turned into horses? I mean, is there do I sense like a collar? Is there some kind of something that they're wearing that looks like it could be controlling them, or?
I mean, they have these modified kind of backpack-looking things that, are basically backpacks with leg holes cut out and stirrups. And that's basically, what they're wearing. And so, they don't, even though they're acting like horses, like they don't run fast. They're basically what an orc would look like if it was on all fours carrying a goblin around. And you're laughing because 2 of the dwarves are trying to get on one right now. Halfling hops right on one, fits right on it. Her legs go right through the leg holes and right into the stirrups, like she was meant for it. And it kind of prances around like a horse that just got mounted, you know. And then she kind of like pats him on the ear, and he, you know.
Is there anything? I ask him to look in the little like backpack things, see if there's anything telling inside of the bags,
No,
saddle bags. I guess you could call
like
them.
I said, they look like backpacks that, you know, just had leg holes cut out of them. So there's nothing really in there. There
There's no
are
pockets or anything.
there are pockets. Yes, there's pockets, and those pockets have more garbage in them. Some garbage is shiny little rocks. You have no idea what they would use shiny little rocks for, or why they would carry them around.
Could anyone know what these are for?
The vaccinations away.
Looks like
They're special healing
looks like
crystals.
garbage.
Garbage ball practice. Better hand
No,
back
no,
coordination.
no one can tell me anything about rocks in our group.
I'm not gonna try the stones right yet. I could check and see if it's dwarven make, then I would know something. But I want to cast speak with animals on one of the horks.
Okay. Go ahead.
And I say, we come in peace. Do you know who we are?
He says, hungry.
What if I show you where food is?
Hungry. Yeah, hungry.
Mm-hmm. If we feed you, will you take us over there?
He kind of looks you up and down. Looks at Gore. One.
All right. That's fine. I guess I'll laugh to myself when I'm talking to it, and I'm just gonna tell him that he will only allow me to ride on his back, Gore. He says you're too fat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
So what are we supposed to feed these horks?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
hungry.
All right.
If we feed them, they will listen to us.
Well, you're the one talking to them.
Yeah,
What do they want?
Yeah, what
they
are
want
supposed to
food.
What
eat?
kind
What
of food?
I don't think they care.
You could ask them.
I would like to
yeah.
feed the halfling to them.
Yeah, I'll ask him. Well, yeah, Hork. What do you want to eat? Like, tell me what you want to eat. I'll get it.
He goes, grass.
He wants grass, guys.
I mean, there's plenty of grass around, yeah?
Mm-mm, it's all garbage here.
Oh, fuck it.
What about up on the hill where the goblins were?
They said at the very beginning the goblins were sitting up on a hill and they were sitting there eating grass. So it means there has
Okay.
to be grass
Yeah,
on the hill.
Okay.
Okay.
that
So you're going
works.
to take him up to the hill?
Let's. Yeah. I motion. You know. Why don't you ride on his back, Gore?
Oh, fuck off. Something bad's going to happen now. I know it. All right.
He says he can only take one passenger. So it's a good
Okay,
thing we
so-
didn't just jump on.
So I guess I mount him and
It is,
roll up to the hill.
it is pretty awkward. You don't really fit in the backpack. You don't really fit on him, and you end up just kind of like when you were in middle school and your girlfriend tried to give you a piggyback ride somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a lot it's a lot like that
That's
sort of a
enough.
feeling, because you're a dwarf, you're stocky, you might be short, but you're made of mountain things, you're awesome. And this is just an
Okay.
orc, so even though an orc is taller than you, it's not necessarily bigger than you. And so when you finally get up on there, you end up just kind of clinging to his back because you can't fit in the stirrups right. And he's struggling to move forward with you, and the halfling is laughing her ass off because this is like natural to her.
Yeah.
But you guys make your way up to the hill. Does the other group follow, or rest of the group follow? Everybody's going up to the hill?
Really?
Oh yeah. I'm heading.
Y'all are just leaving me? That's cool.
No, we're
No,
following.
I'm
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
you,
Might as
followed
well.
your
You
horse,
wanna-
so we're off.
so you guys are leaving it. Who's got the map? Still on the ground
I
over
pick
there?
it up.
Okay. Are you looking at it?
Not right now.
Okay. Put it back in the case.
Black goo everywhere again.
I kind of. How big? Like, is it like a case that I could put in my pocket, or
It's a scroll case. So,
or I put it
you know.
in? Okay. Yeah. I'll put it in the case and then follow them while thinking about this this black goo and then where it is and where it isn't. But I say we have to get, like, I need to have some kind of urgency in my voice. You know, we're just, I mean, why are we going to feed these horks? We're just kind of going to be sitting here when the next shift arrives.
So as you guys get up to the hill, I mean, as you're leaving town, I just want to reiterate how crazy y'all look, right? So like everybody in the town's like, okay, these guys have still murdered the town sheriffs. They've stole their horses. Now they're going off in a very, very non-traditional, odd manner. And you get up to the top of the hill. What's that?
Does anyone look like they're ready to tattle? Like run off and tell somebody, hey, these crazy people are doing crazy things?
What's
Yeah,
your,
we got any snitches in this town?
What's your intelligence check there? Or, you know what, I'll even let you use wisdom, because it would be a wise thing to consider, wouldn't it?
Okay, am I just rolling straight wisdom?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. Modded 20. Fuck yeah.
Unnatural 20, is that what it is?
Yeah, unnatural. So like 16 plus 4.
Okay, so you would assume that indeed someone is probably going to alert the authorities at the minute they can. Obviously, you've killed the local magistrate, so they're not going to do it now. But yeah, you've
They
scared
look
the
like
whole
they're
town.
like ready to run off and search for authorities, or they're just gonna wait for someone to come.
You would assume with your wisdom that is a course of action that is going to take place.
Fuck. All right. Cool. Damn children, always getting us in trouble. All right.
So you get up to the top of the hill. So Jesse put the map away. Let's see here. The hork that gets to the top of the hill with a dwarf on it is sweating. It's out of breath. It's
You're gonna kill that poor thing.
it's not having a good time. Gets up to the top of the hill, and it's like,
Dwarves are heavy, beefy.
yeah, it is saying
Ranger
stuff like, how long does your
probably
spell
help.
last? Speak with animals lasts a couple hours, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's for a while.
And does that make it so all of us can understand the animal, or just you?
Just him.
Just one? Okay.
I might as well be walking next to him. I might as well have a conversation with him while he's carrying him.
Yeah, he's like, heavy goblin. Jesus, heavy goblin. Like, that's, he's just grumbling, like, heaviest goblin I've ever had on my back. It's just awful.
Mm-hmm. Lots of goblins out here on your back.
Oh, God.
All right.
Anyways, he gets
That's
up.
the
He
goblin.
gets up to
Okay.
the hill, and it is a grassy knoll, right? So the hill's up there, and he just.
Yeah. So I
And
got
he-
you your grass.
He's
Hork.
and he just leans over and like.
Awesome.
Okay, I want to tell the dwarves to take care, since they were so afraid of our little piece of paper. They get to feed the horks, and me and the other two brave adventurers are going to go discuss some things.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
All right, so since you guys are too afraid to touch this little piece of paper here, you guys go ahead and feed your horks over there. We're gonna go have a little discussion.
The halflings.
Okay.
By the way, the halflings hork. Do you try to talk to it, JT?
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't. It says it's hungry too, and it also says,
"Come with us."
Yeah, the halfling's riding it, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not struggling with the halfling on it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not fast. Like, it's still acting the same way. The patsies are all just kind of staring at you guys. By the way, every time you stop and turn around, you bump into your patsy. You guys know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hork that the goblin is riding is or the hork that the halfling. Sorry.
I see how it is.
They're basically goblins.
They're basically.
Hey.
Yeah, they are.
He's hungry too, and he also sighs and grass, and then just starts eating grass. And they're both thirsty now too. They're thirsty and they're hungry, and yeah. So.
Okay.
One thing that you guys do notice when you get up to the top of the hill is you do have a kind of a nice overlook of the surrounding area. It was a good place for them to kind of see what all of their garbage gatherers were doing. So you do have a nice overlook of the area.
Do we see any lakes?
There's a lake to the far north of you.
Okay.
Do
the other two that aren't afraid want to come look at the map again?
Do I have to touch it again?
I'm so stoked that my son is talking to me. I'm willing to do whatever he wants.
Whoa.
I'd like to have one of our patsies run down to tell the other three fucking laggers that there's water and we need to go and give the horse something to drink.
Patsy, he can go get the horse something to drink. He doesn't need 5 of us to do it.
You're gonna send your patsy to go get water?
No, I'm going to send my patsy to go tell them that we all need to go up to the water.
So
we're gonna go look at the map. Feed the horks.
So you guys are sitting there and you're basically conversing about who's going to look at the map. The mom's like, yeah, and you hear a voice behind you. It's like, pardon me, back over there, the little angry one. He said that the green things right. I don't know what he said. He wants to talk to you.
We'll tell him his mommy loves him, and she'll see him soon.
Right. And he clicks his coconuts and heads off back to the dwarfs.
Oh, those poor patsies.
The dwarves,
I'll volunteer
your
to
patsy
take them
comes hopping back to you, dwarf, and he says, yeah, the girl, she says, I don't remember what she said.
Okay.
Okay, what do you guys do?
I'll volunteer to take them up, and we can try to figure out what's going on with it.
So you're gonna take the map?
Okay, so my plan is to have all 3 of us open the map together. Each of us grab a corner and open it. And that way all 3 of us see the supposedly, right, assuming we all see the black goo fall together, since all 3 of us are opening the map.
Only if you hold my hand so that you don't get scared.
Slap the hand away. Grab the map.
I'll hold your hand, Mom.
My daughter's hand.
All right. So you guys open the map. Same terrifying experience. It does not get less terrifying each time you open the map. But when you all basically open the map, the darkness from the heavens that you see happens in patches because you can see further ahead. And patches of goo fall in an orderly fashion off into the distance. But there are places in the heavens that are not covered by black goo. So when it hits the ground, it looks like gigantic black rectangles of goo going off into the distance.
Like a gigantic black dotted line.
You might consider it a gigantic black dotted line.
Interesting. And does this gigantic black dotted line lead in the same direction of where the goblins come and go from?
It does.
Interesting. Okay. So I says to the brave adventurers, after laughing at the dwarfs again for the 12th time, that I think we should follow carefully off the road the black patches towards the goblin village, or find out where they've been coming and going from, and find out if there's any reason that we can not remember our lives at this point.
So
So
you're
you just wanna
telling
What do
walk
you guys
next
think?
to the black
you want us to
goo.
go kill more officers?
I want us to go find out why I can't remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday.
Well, that's because you never eat my breakfast.
I think me and my
So-
brothers just heard the word breakfast and killing officers, so we would like to join the party.
Your mom.
So-
Look who's
Hey,
brave now.
Your mom can cook. I'm just saying. She
They're
likes.
dwarves. That's
She
all
doesn't
they
cook
do.
for her own kids.
Well,
When I think of gore, I imagine the
I
fat
only
one
have
from
one
the
ration.
Hobbit.
she makes a
No.
fantastic carrot
I've
and
been taking
potato
his
stew.
rations.
All we remember is visits from the goblin CPS.
Oh my god.
Fucking seriously.
It would be GPS, right?
Okay, so
What?
Yeah.
So you want to
Even
go?
though want
ahead.
to go?
Who's saying?
No, go. Okay, so I say to the dwarves, I fill them in on what I just said to the other two.
Seems reasonable.
Even though they weren't brave enough to see the giant black splotches, the other two will contest that they're there. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
She knows best. She knows.
So what do
she
you guys? What do you guys think of the plan?
Up for it.
I heard breakfast.
I'll make you
true.
breakfast tomorrow.
Definitely needs an adventure. Let's go.
I don't think she knows about second breakfast.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, is there second breakfast, Mom?
God. Do we have rations for second breakfast?
I'm gonna
can't
take a
exactly
look
make
in
it
my
out of garbage.
Patsy's backpack.
Your
I want to see
Patsy's
what my Patsy's carrying.
backpack is full of garbage from when you
More of the
gathered it
same
last.
Hmm.
When you were gathering garbage, you were filling your Patsy's backpack. And what is crazy
right.
is you are pretty certain that even though it's a gigantic backpack, like it even seems like it's a bigger backpack when you look inside it.
Wonder if it's magical. Must be. I'm just gonna assume it is.
And you do notice
I'll
that
ask my Patsy.
if you try to look in Gore's Patsy's backpack, Gore will never let you walk up behind it. Gore's Patsy will not let you come up behind it. He's very skittish Patsy.
I understand. I'm gonna ask my Patsy then. Like, where'd you get the backpack?
It's always been there. It's always been there.
Sounds about right. Yeah, I agree with you.
I was born with it.
Yeah.
I was also
Sounds
born
right.
very big.
It's magical, isn't it?
Oh, everything's magical.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I'd like to check my Patsy's backpack, see if maybe I was smart enough to put away some partial rations so I could make my very hungry children a second breakfast.
Unfortunately, your Patsy's backpack is full of garbage. And by garbage, we know the yellowish metal that is on various things, and yeah.
We got to get going, guys.
Mhm.
Should we empty the Patsy's backpacks, or do we keep all this garbage?
I'm with the
Maybe
elf.
dump it.
I'm tired of waiting. Let's roll.
No, we need to keep it in case we need to bargain or give the goblins some of this stuff as ransom.
While you guys are talking about this kind of stuff, you do recognize the idea and the concept that the halfling very much looks goblin-esque on the back of her hork in her
It was true.
goblin armor.
She could lead us in there. We could be her prisoner.
Mhm. I like it.
Lead you
Let's
in
make
where?
that halfling into a goblin.
Where is she leading us into?
I would like to know that as well.
We follow the dotted
Didn't,
line and put her first.
Yeah, aren't we following your plan on the map, Jesse? And that leads us to Goblin Village?
So I guess we would just
So
follow the
we
line
don't
and
know
put
where
the
it leads.
halfling first in marching order, yeah?
Okay,
So it's
so-
fine then. We just
So you guys-
all travel as a group and follow along the dotted line then, right?
Decide it. We don't want to get caught in the black goo that you two chickens don't see.
Yeah,
My
you
brother
should...
and I haven't seen the black goo.
No,
So
No.
we
no, you guys
We're
haven't.
not.
slowed down by your goo.
You haven't touched the map. You don't know why these people are acting so fucking crazy.
No, but they said breakfast and killing officers, so we're excited.
Right, exactly. Breakfast has you sold, and
Bring your stick so you can play garbage ball.
Got to keep the children entertained somehow.
right.
It's a fucking shillelagh. I don't know why you
Shillelagh.
don't ever listen to me, Mom.
It's a shillelagh. So as you guys set off, parallel to the gooey dotted lines, as we now call it. Let me transition to that one more time so I can tell you where I'm at. So those of Jesse, you have the stream open?
Not right this second. Okay,
Okay.
so we're up here above the brown squares, right?
Well, if you're following the
From
dotted
what I can-
lines,
So are we down beneath the brown squares on the map?
maybe there is a forest ahead of you, and there is a forest to your left.
Forest ahead of us, a forest to the left. We know that there's a lake to the north. Okay, so with my knowledge of geography, I can safely assume, or at least assume, that we are standing near these brown squares, which must be some kind of pictograph for the town that we're leaving.
Yeah, you feel pretty confident in that
Okay.
decision.
Okay, so what I think we should do is we should skirt the black lines or the black goo to the left and hug that forest that supposedly is this forest, as I kind of point on the map to the trees back and forth. I think we under the safety of the trees we'll do better. And I can lead you through with my pathfinding abilities.
Everybody okay with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds reasonable.
Mhm.
Okay. So you set off. Gore, your poor Hork is really struggling. They're hungry.
Can we put the
They're-
on the hork so that one doesn't die?
They're thirsty. What? Can you do what?
Should maybe the ranger or someone smaller than Gore ride the other hork so it doesn't die on our journey?
Gore is
No
the
one's-
champion of Garbage Ball, and I believe that Gore deserves to ride his trusted steed. Considering he's the only one that even thought of his health and well-being enough to go and get him grass.
Well, there you
I
go.
would argue that I have the happiest hork on earth. He's just a little tired. He's all right.
All right. So yeah. Needless to say, pace is not very fast in your traveling.
Thanks, Gore.
As day fades into evening, you guys are getting to the point where the elf believes that you are at the equivalent to the 4th black dot on the map. And it takes you guys pretty much all day to get that far, to get an idea of scale for you all.
Okay.
So, and it's, it's getting to be pretty dark outside. Does everybody in this party have night vision? I don't. Or dark vision?
No.
I have low light vision.
Okay.
I
So
have
you,
dark.
For like 60 feet.
I believe I do as well.
so the dwarves, there's 3 of you in the party that can see, in the dark. The elf can kind of function as long as the moon's out. The halflings as well. As far as nighttime goes, are you guys going to set up some camp or?
Well, maybe the horks need a break.
Oh yeah. You don't think that Gore's hork is doing too well. Even your hork. Even your hork
Yeah,
is.
even my hork is tired, and I'm little.
Your hork is really thirsty. And they're
We should
both.
find the horks.
They're both starving.
Is there grass near us?
Can I just
They-
cast Create Water? I have
they-
that as a spell.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I've got good berries. Do they like good berries?
They probably would like good berries
Shit,
Careful,
okay.
Gore is very possessive of those.
because
Water feed the horses.
you're gonna cast some spells, both of you. Then
Yeah, I'm gonna cast some good berries in my hands.
Gonna give him some water.
okay, I like it. All right.
I'm gonna eat
I
both.
hope that hork bites your finger off when you try to feed him those berries.
Actually, he takes the berries out of your hand with his lips, which is very funny because
Yeah.
he does it like a horse would. He's eats this berry, and oddly enough, the good berries. The horks are very thankful for the good berries. They would like to eat more of them. Even though as a druid that the spell Goodberry, one Goodberry should be just fine for them. You get the feeling that these things haven't ate anything nutritional in days. Like, you get the feeling that they have only ate grass, which, even though they're horks, and horks eat grass, you don't get the feeling like they've gotten anything out of it. It's really kind of an odd
Good berries
thing.
are good for you. Yes.
And so
good
it's-
berries rule.
They're like, oh man, like, you never seen a happy hork before, but there's some happy horks right there. They're prancing around They've drank their water and they're nuzzling each other and nuzzling you guys like you're all best friends. They're still acting like horses. And it's really disturbing for the ranger. The ranger sees this kind of behavior. He's like, what in the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it a clear night? Like, or is it overcast?
Roll a dice. Odds it's clear, evens it's not.
Any dice?
Any dice, doesn't matter. Same results.
3. Clear.
Clear night.
Okay. I'm not having a good time watching these horks pretend to be horses. I'm gonna go on a little hunting adventure with my new sweet bow that I got in my shopping cart.
Your Dane Cook shopping cart.
Right. I want to see if I can get some small game and entice them to eat meat. Because they obviously still have their orc teeth, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so how does one go about hunting? Is that stealth or...
You do a perception check.
Okay. 16.
And then you have... Is that with your +9?
Yeah.
You rolled a 7? Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you come across a wabbit.
Okay.
A wascally one.
I want to shoot the rabbit with the arrow.
Go ahead. I'm going to say that the rabbit's armor class, due to its small size, is a 14.
Okay, so I have to beat a 14.
Yep.
The fuck, man? The Hork was a 14. It was like the most yoked out rabbit in existence.
There's two types of
Hard.
armor class, right? One armor class would be, actually being strong and having armor, or swinging its fists at you and you having to dodge it at the same time. That's all factored into the armor class thought. And then there's also armor class in the idea of something that's small and moving and you have to shoot at it. So if it's a smaller target moving rapidly, then it would you just have to use one kind of metaphor to see if you get the hit.
All right.
So do I get my ranged attack bonus on that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so I rolled a 16 plus 7.
Dead rabbit.
So I think I sniped the rabbit.
Right.
Okay,
right,
I'm gonna go pick
right
up the
in
rabbit.
The side of the head. Yep. Dead rabbit. It even squeals.
I'm gonna go.
You ever killed a
I'm gonna
rabbit
go pick
before?
up the rabbit.
They squeal. I'm just saying. It sounds like babies dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sound like screaming babies.
They do. They do.
I'm gonna say.
Shoot the shit out of those
Watch
things.
this to the party,
It's okay, Tess.
and I'm gonna grab the rabbit and I'm gonna bring it over to the horks,
Wait.
and I'm gonna shove it under their nose
Wait, Tesla, did you not
while
know
grabbing the scruff of their neck.
Tesla, did you not know that rabbits squeal like babies when they die?
I knew. I used to.
Oh,
I
okay.
used to be on a ranch and I used to take care of rabbits. It's the fact that you just did it for fun that horrified me.
Yeah, I used to shoot the shit out of those things. Yeah. Anyways,
High
okay.
enough caliber, they just
so I
turn to
walk
pink
up-
mist. They don't even make a noise.
I want to walk up to the extra tired hork, the one that the dwarf has been molesting
Well, yeah,
all
but
day.
when you get back from your hunting trip, I mean, the horks are sleeping, which is really weird because they're trying to sleep standing up, but they're not doing well. So they just kind of fall over every once in a while. Try to stand up and fall over.
Okay. So they're out.
Yeah, when you show that, when you rouse it and kind of coax it with the rabbit carcass, basically it's like pulling away from you the whole time. Like,
Why are you
These
freaking out the
orcs are
horse,
far.
man?
Honey, did you bring us
These
dinner?
orcs are more far gone than I can imagine. Okay, I leave the rabbit there by the sleeping orcs, and they can do with that as they please.
Wait, dude, what about us?
Yeah, I just go pick up the rabbit and start cooking it.
all right.
Like, you left a perfectly good rabbit in the dirt. We're gonna eat that. Or try at least. I don't know how hungry my children are.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get a lot of meat off of a rabbit, but, you know, you guys could get a little
For a
snack.
snack.
For a snack.
Better than nothing?
You guys just don't understand what's going on with these orcs.
And they don't.
They're doing
They have
what
no
orcs
idea.
do.
They don't know why you shoved a carcass of a rabbit at this perfectly happy, I just ate berries, I just had some water. Hork. They don't
He's
get
trying
what,
to sleep.
yeah, it's so
It just
weird.
doesn't make any sense.
It's so weird that you
Okay,
did
I
that.
go off and
It's fine.
brood as rangers brood in every movie that has rangers against a tree with my hat pulled down over my eyes.
God.
Very rangerly.
Very ranger-like.
Oh, that one's called Strider. All right, so okay, so basically it's getting to be nighttime. What are you guys going to set up watches? How are you going to do this? What's going on here?
I'll take first watch.
Okay. First watch. I need you to make a Constitution check. DC 12.
I'm 8.
You rolled an 8?
Yeah.
All right. First watch falls asleep.
Mom's been chasing her kids all day. She's tired.
Yeah, it was a long day. You lost a lot of blood earlier.
Yeah. Almost lost a child.
Okay. In the middle of the night, in the middle of the first watch, you guys are all sleeping soundly, knowing that Mom is watching over you, protecting you, guarding you the way moms do. In other words, she's snoring over there like she's drank too much whiskey. I'm not saying that that's about my mother, sorry. But ultimately, Gore, you get woken up with a sharp pain in your chest.
Okay.
You will take 5 points of damage. And you wake up, and there is a very large, probably the largest spider you have ever seen in your life biting your chest.
Great.
My
My ridiculously awesome armor didn't help me at all, huh?
No, you're asleep, and it just kind of
The
crept right
chest
up.
armor didn't fit.
And I told you, your arms are fine, and your legs are fine, but that juicy, warm breastplate right there, couple of spider fangs buried into it now. I need you to make a saving throw versus fortification, DC 14. A fort save, man, a fort save. You know where to find that on your character sheet?
You
sir?
should.
No,
You should be good at those.
Yeah, you should be good. Let's
Was
also...
that fortitude, he said?
Yep. It's your Constitution bonus. So Andrew, on your character sheet, it's right underneath your charisma.
Right underneath my charisma. Oh,
It says
S.
saving
That's
throws.
+7.
Yep.
And I rolled a 7, so 14.
Okay. The poison does not get you. Elf, you wake up to a sharp pain on your leg.
Oh no. Guys, I fucked
Damn
up.
it, Mom.
Nice.
When you wake up, there is a gigantic spider digging its fangs into your thigh. You take 3 points of damage, and you need to make a saving throw. DC 14. Fort save.
Kill these spiders.
Oh, Jesus.
16 plus 5.
Okay, the poison does not take effect on you.
I
Mom.
would like to warn the rest of the team that there's fuck spiders fighting everybody.
You know what? Roll a d20. If you beat me, I'll let you do that.
Okay. You want to see it?
Did you roll a nat 20?
Uh-huh. Here. Let me move my camera.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I see that shit. Hell yeah.
I mean, of course we want to see it, right, gang?
Can you see it?
Yup.
Hang on, I'm switching over. Get
Maybe if
closer.
your
Get
camera
closer.
wasn't from 1998.
Oh.
Dude, it's like brand new, but the USB cable isn't very long. So
Oh, all right. Fair enough. All right. Well done. The natural 20. You were able to warn the group, so they will. The remaining 3 of you will not necessarily. You'll get to higher defense, but in his very thought out warning, it was spiders, fuck. And that woke up everybody. Mom, you did get hit though. Sorry, I rolled really high on that. You took 6 points of damage, Mom. You fell asleep,
oh,
I apologize to the spider.
and yeah, there is a spider biting on your arm right now, and you need to make a fortification saving throw. DC 14. Halfling and brother. Let's see here.
I meet it. Does that pass?
What's that?
I meet it. Does that pass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Tie goes to the player. Halfling, you are startled with the screaming dwarf, and that startling makes you jump out from under a spider that was getting ready to eat you. And same thing with the druid dwarf. You both
So I
avoided.
just pop right out.
You both avoided it. So as you guys wake up, we're gonna roll an initiative for the combat here between the giant spiders and the group. So everybody roll a 20-sided dice and add your initiative bonus.
fuck.
Gore rules.
I've got a 7.
I only got 14 after the bonus.
17 total.
Nine.
What did you get, Jesse?
7 total.
Oh shit. Mom? What'd you get? A 2? Oh, we lost your audio.
How about now?
That's good.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be And what did Andrew say?
9? No,
9?
I don't remember.
Okay, so
No, I got 9.
JT had a 9.
Where'd you go?
17 or something like that.
Oh, that was me.
all
Nobody
right.
knows what Andrew got. 14?
He was in the teens. Something like that, yeah. 14.
JT.
Andrew, what'd you get?
A 4 plus, oh, so I just got a 4, actually.
All right.
I fucked up.
Full shirt.
Yeah, I forgot I was going to wear it tonight, so.
Yeah.
Oh, is that your When the Wiener Goes In shirt?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. That was a fun day.
It smells like fucking, I don't know.
Like a
that's
Chinese
definitely
factory.
toxic.
All
Smells real
right.
bad.
All right, Casey, you are first to act. As you get up, You notice that the spiders that have descended on the upon the group are, they're big. They're bigger than the dwarves. Like they're man-eating spiders. And there are several more moving through the trees, coming down with their webs, coming down there. So there's a total of 8 spiders coming down.
Okay.
One is on each person, and then here we will see how they split up as they move out of the trees. So you are first to act. You have 1 spider right in front of you.
Okay. I am going to take my axe and hack at the spider right in front of me, trying to kill it.
Okay. The spider's got an armor class of 14, so go ahead and roll your attack.
I got a 17
All right, roll your damage.
on a d20.
That's correct.
Okay. 13.
Oh no, your damage. You rolled to hit it with a 17.
Yeah.
Your damage will actually be listed on your weapon.
Oh.
On your character sheet there.
Sorry.
Oh, that's good.
Where did you? Where's my damage on here? What's it under?
Should be under your weapon, under your attack.
Base attack?
Should be listed as a weapon underneath that. Let me look you up. Open sesame. Okay, so you in your items section of your character, you're gonna need to at some point check the equip button so you know what your weapon is, weapon damage is. But right where it says, see where it says unarmed?
Yeah.
On your character sheet, if you have your weapon equipped on your character sheet, it'll actually be listed there.
Oh, gotcha.
So
okay.
So you have a total attack bonus and yada 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 there. So what we have to do is we have to look and see what a hand axe is and do the damage that way, and that's a D6. So it'll be a D6 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, so D6. I rolled a 3 plus my strength. That is a +1, so 4.
4 points of damage?
Yep.
Okay. Spider hisses as you slash it across one of the mandibles, doing a lot of damage to it. That would move us to the spider. So as we know that there's a spider on each person, that leaves 3 spiders left. So the first spider is going to come in after Andrew.
Okay.
After Gore. The second spider descending is going to come in after Tess. And the third spider coming in is going to go after the halfling. So here's 2 attacks on the halfling. What is your armor class, halfling?
My armor class is...
Don't forget to add your barding. Or your banded mail. JT, what's your armor?
Know.
You don't know what it is?
My AC is 12.
All right. You are struck, sir. Make sure that you roll your fort save is 14. Fort save for poison. If I say you hit, you get hit. You have to save versus poisoned, and you take 6 points of damage.
4. I didn't know anything was attacking me.
Yeah, there's a spider on everybody.
Oh no, this is the round. Yep. Okay, so
All right, Casey, you are able to fend off both of the spiders. You're able to just position yourself away so that as they're lashing at you, they both miss. JT, you're
Okay.
hit. Jesse, you're hit. You take 4 points of damage. Make sure you make a
19.
fort save versus poison. Andrew, 2 spiders on you. One of them manages to catch you in an exposed area. The bite hits you for 5 points of damage. You need to make a saving throw versus poison. And Tess.
And I got poisoned.
I don't know. You got to make a saving throw. Its DC is 14. And Tess, you are.
I
What's
rolled a
your armor
19
class?
and I have +4 on my fort.
I rolled a 13, and what do you add for the...
Whatever your
against-
fort is, I think yours it should be way up there, but the DC's 14, so you're fine.
I rolled a 13 and +7, so 20 modded, so I'm good, right?
All right, Tess, you are trying to avoid the one that has already bit you in the leg, but it just won't shake. So it digs its fangs in deeper for 3 more points of damage. But as you're struggling, you fall backwards, and another one comes over your shoulder and bites you in the shoulder for doing another 3 points of damage to you. Action goes to JT.
Failed my fort save.
Kate, you failed your fort save.
Yeah.
You take 2 points of strength damage, and you are poisoned.
Wait, you said that was 5 points? I'm down. That's a full 11 for me. I'm knocked out.
Oh, with the second attack on you?
Yep,
You only have 11 hit points, level 2?
that's what it gave me.
Oh, all right. That's a bummer. All right, the cleric is down in a mass of hairy spiders. Action is on JT.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And I go, "Ho there, you beasts! Why do you attack us unprovoked?"
You're fucking food.
What if we told you where there is better food? Let us pass. Over the hill.
Make a
We'll
charisma
send
check.
them to you.
Make a charisma check. I will let you do one more action for a full action.
Oh no. Ugh. Charisma's not good. I rolled a 13, but I have a -2, so it is 11.
All right, they're hungry. You convinced them of absolutely nothing. Action is on Jesse.
Okay, so I've got one like at my legs, right?
Yep.
And you said there's 4 total?
Okay.
Is that right?
No, there is 8 total spiders.
8 total. So there's
How many are
4
there?
attacking Mom.
No, there's 2 on Mom, and they have brought her down very quickly. She is not.
Okay.
She is under a.
Just trying to visualize where the hell all these things are.
How many spiders are dead? Isn't there
There's-
2 dead?
There's none that are dead.
Oh, okay.
We should run.
There's 2 on the halfling.
But Mom,
He said
Yeah,
run.
grab her.
I'm a little bit busy at the moment.
We've got Horks. Throw them on one of Horks. Let's
Yeah,
roll.
well, it's not my turn. It's somebody else's.
Oh, yeah.
Episode
Yeah.
3. The
Yikes.
End in Spiders.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, since there's one basically like chomping at my legs, and I'm spec'd for point blank shot, I quickly notch an arrow and point blank shot it in the face.
I love it. My armor class for the spiders is 14.
Okay, so let me read this point blank shot real quick. You get a +1 bonus on attack and damage rolls with ranged weapons up to 30 feet. So I get +8 on this.
Yep. The best.
Okay, so what's that?
The best thing about point blank shot is that it negates the enemy's ability to attack you. Because so normally, if you're using a ranged weapon against somebody that's in melee with you, they would get a free attack on you for using a ranged weapon. But because you have that feat, it negates that. So
nice. Okay, well I roll a 19 after buffs.
Okay.
So I hit him, and then I get 1d8 +1 +8. Is that what I'm reading?
For your
Under
damage?
my bow?
I don't think you should get a +8 for damage. Let me see here.
It says range bonus damage.
Oh, maybe you do. I don't know. Let me look at it.
Or is the bonus just for...
Well, that's an attack-based bonus.
the...
It should be 1d8, and it could be the just +1 or +2, unless you have like a special bow that allows you to use a strength bonus.
just +1 for damage. Okay, so the bonus is only for like hitting, right?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. 1. So I hit him for 2.
2 points of damage.
Awesome.
All right, so you were startled. You just woke up. You know, all of a sudden there's this spider tackling you. You jump up. You're in a fright. You shoot, and the arrow just skims right across its hind, thorax and abdomen. Wait, spiders don't have thoraxes, do they?
Yeah.
Anyways, scores across the spider's
same.
big ass and causes a little bit of blood on it. Doesn't seem to hurt it too terribly bad. Andrew, 2 spiders on you, sir.
Cast Berserker.
Berserker. Okay, that is your action is to go into a Berserker Rage.
Yep.
Okay.
And save Mom.
And Tess, you're down. How down are you, Tess?
Even? Like,
You're 0?
at 0? Yeah.
Okay. So they might chomp you to death here in the next turn, is what you're saying. Okay, so that brings us to the top of the rotation, which is the Halfling of Doom.
Okay. So I have a couple of spiders in front of me.
Yep.
That are in, right?
Chomping at you. One of them you've already slashed pretty good in the face.
Okay. I would like to... How far away am I from the hordes?
The Horks are, I don't know, within 15 feet of you. 10, 15 feet.
Okay.
You're all at a camp together, so your patsies are nearby.
I would like to use my fleet of foot to run over to one of the Horks and use my ferocious mount attack on the spiders.
Ooh, good one.
Okay. So, explain to me what your fleet of foot is. This is a feat you took?
Yes, and so it's a racial trait where I have a base speed of 30 feet.
Oh, Roger. I see it.
Okay.
Okay. So as you try to peel away from these spiders, they're going to snap at you. They get a free attack at you.
Okay.
As you do that, none of them hit you. You get lucky. And then you are able to make it to your Hork. That brings us to the spiders. Let's just do Mom's damage, because she's prone. 6 points of damage, Mom. -6. Sorry. Casey?
Yes.
The spiders snapped at you when you flee. One of them is going to try to get you while you're on your hork, and it does.
Yeah.
You take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
JT, you are hit for 6 points of damage. Sorry. Jesse, what's your armor class?
15.
You are missed. You're able to keep the fangs from digging into you. Andrew,
Yes, ma'am.
you are hit for 3 points of damage.
Son of a bitch.
And that brings us to JT.
How many of us are still standing?
The only one that's down is Tess, and the spiders are eating her. Literally tearing her apart. You can hear her skin being rent.
I mean, we probably should have ran. So, how many of them are there? There's 8 still? None have been
8
killed?
total. None have been killed.
Okay, so...
I had just cast Berserker.
Yeah, you're not getting through eight of these spiders.
No. Especially with 13 points of damage already down.
No. Oh, here we go. Okay. Within 30 feet. How many can I do? This is all animals within 30 feet. Come on, pull up.
Should be pretty much all of them.
Yeah, there's a spell called Calm Animals. Okay.
Oh, they're calm.
Sucks.
Yeah, they're doing what spiders do.
It makes them docile. And for some reason now, I clicked on the spell and it did this. So here, I'll just look it up. Yeah, I think I'm going to cast that spell. It's in a 30-foot radius. Am I within range to hit all of them?
If it's a 30-foot radius, absolutely. They crawled into your camp.
Okay.
The poor sleeping watchman is now
So plus 5 feet every 2 levels, so it's actually at 35 feet.
35-foot radius.
Yep. This spell soothes and quiets animals, makes them docile and harmless. Those
Okay.
with what's their intelligence?
They aren't intelligent. There's a dash. There's a dash. They're not intelligent.
Okay. So unfortunately, unless they have an intelligence score of 1 or 2, which it doesn't sound like it, this spell does nothing.
Yeah, they're
I look back as my patsy behind me.
Yes.
And I look at him and I go, "You think if we run over there, you can distract the spider while I grab the dwarf and drag her out of there?"
What's your Patsy number? Oh wait, I wrote it down.
4.
Feed the patsies to the spiders.
All right.
Oh no, you got to start running too.
So what do you want it to do? What do you want him to do?
Well, actually, he's really good at carrying stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I asked him, "You a good carrier still?" Yeah. Think if I go over there and knock that spider off the dwarf girl, you can carry her? Okay, we can do this on 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and I go charging in, and I'm gonna clobber the shit out of the that spider munching on her with my great club.
All right. Make a charisma check.
Okay.
Oh shit, one of those spells is about to play in.
This is what I'm bad at. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I mean, you're not exactly a leader, so talking.
That's actually not bad. 17.
Oh, that'll work. He'll charge in there. Yeah.
So
You
hey,
can-
real quick question on the character sheet. How do I get? I clicked on the spell and now I'm in a spell list and I can't get out of it.
I don't know.
You
I
know what?
haven't
I'm
done
just
it.
gonna close the whole thing.
Clicked on this spell.
Yeah, I
Is it
clicked
at
on the
the
blue.
top?
No, I clicked on the blue link of the spell in the character sheet, and it took me to this reference document that's not pulling up.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start it over.
You should just pull up.
So
You should just pull up your PC Gen.
make an
That's what I
attack roll.
have. Yep.
Make an attack roll. I'll give you a flanking bonus +2 to hit.
Ugh. So +2, 6, 7, 8 plus my weapon. I'm pulling it up right now. What is it? My strength?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now my character sheet's not pulling up for some reason.
Did you send me it?
I got it. There it is. God, you'd think I'd have Andrew's computer now or something.
Right? With all these problems with your computer.
My
Fuck,
shit's running
Andrew, you
great.
didn't build this?
I think Andrew might have built
Once.
that one.
Cut out twice. What do you mean your shit's running great? You've lost the call twice.
Awesome.
Mine's been good.
What did you roll, JT?
I'm on.
Almost got it. Sorry, I'm pulling it up. So what? I add
AC is 14.
my
I'm giving you a
is
+2
it my
bonus.
strength that goes in.
Yep.
Let's see, where do I?
He
look?
rolled an 18, so he did it.
+2 more, so that's 18, 19, 20, 22.
Okay, you hit it. Roll your damage.
Yes.
Unfortunately, when you peeled away from the one that was on you originally, it does 4 points of damage to you as you try to flee. It bites you.
Okay.
Hey Tesla, do you work tonight? At 10?
11.
And
So it's
fortitude. My fortitude is 10.
Okay. This all kind of happened at once, but you will lose 1 point of strength.
Okay. So then I roll damage on my hit.
Yes, please.
Where is my weapon? Andrew, what's the damage on a great club?
Should be a D10.
I think so. That was D10 or D12.
1d10 +1 with a +3 total attack bonus. So
Okay.
what would that mean?
That's just for you. That's
Oh.
Yeah, I don't get the +3. 1D.
Oh, okay.
I get a plus.
Yeah, you do because it's Dwarven, right?
It's dwarven, so I get a +1 from that. Yeah. 1D10. Yeah.
Mhm.
Ah, that's cool. I do 3 points of damage.
Man, you guys and your damage rolls, these things don't have that much. That much. You make me feel
I
terrible.
mean, I said we should run.
This is a
I'm-
level
I'm-
2
if I get hit,
encounter. It's just a level 2 encounter, guys. Oh.
8 spiders that's a lot. We shouldn't have fought them.
Well, you didn't really have a choice. They were hunting you. You either knew they were gonna fight you or did not. No. That brings us to our elf.
Was the Patsy successful in
Um,
grabbing me?
Yeah, let me make some rolls while the Jesse's deciding. I'll make some rolls here. See what's happening. Woo.
Okay.
Why did that do that?
Well, great.
What did I hit?
So so we don't get to know if the Patsy actually like grabbed the dead body or not yet.
No, so basically the Patsy ran in there, the dwarf ran in there, the dwarf spider is chasing him and biting him. He hits one with a club, but that just pisses it off, and so it turns and hisses and gets him. The one that was eating Tess, literally, is now attacking the Patsy. The Patsy is not able to get her out of there, but it looks like the two are now attacking the dwarf, and one is attacking the Patsy.
Oh man.
It's really how we all die.
It's looking like it.
Right.
It's not looking
yeah,
good.
It's
not looking good.
I've got one spell I'm casting next round, and I'm running.
It is not looking good for the home team. What are we gonna do, Elf?
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to kill the spider at my feet again.
All right.
How many hit points does it have so I know what I need to hope for?
Yeah.
I hit it for 2 the first time.
Right. You think I'm gonna tell you that?
All right, so 15 plus 8. It's hit.
It's hit.
Hard.
Do some damage.
Woo!
Okay, come on.
Come on, people now.
3 plus 1. 4 more damage.
All right. It hisses at you, kind of ducks back. The arrow sticks into its abdomen this time, and it kind of hisses back, but it looks like it's going to lunge at you again. So it's not fleeing, but that definitely hurt it. Let's move on to Andrew, who is now in your Berserker Rage.
Okay.
Armor class is 14. You need to beat a 14.
And there's 2 of them on
2 of them on you.
character, and 2 of them on me.
Well, the Tessa's character
Mom's left
is
alone.
in all sorts of shit. She is
She's about that.
there's a whole mess of shit going on there. So you saw her go down kind of in the peripheral of your vision, because you've got you've got 2 beasts on you. So I mean, that's just the way a battle is. Like, I mean, there's 2 spiders on your ass right now. So in your peripheral, you see her go down, and then you see kind of like this mesh of your brother go that direction with a spider pouncing on him from behind, and now he's over there too. So there's just like a mesh of hairy spider legs and dwarves and a Patsy, and that's kind of what you can see from your peripheral vision, especially now that you're in a drooling Berserker Rage.
And both of the ones that are in front of me have full health and everything.
But yeah, you haven't been able to hit him yet, but you're pissed. You're real pissed.
Okay.
Batter up.
And I've got my great club. Okay. So can intimidate work with an attack? Can I do an attack on one of them in hopes to then intimidate the rest? Scare them?
I mean, I guess you can be as ferocious as you want to be and hope it does. I mean, obviously these things are predators, so they're attacking you to eat.
Okay.
They're not attacking you out of the motivation to defeat an enemy or get you out of their land. They're fucking spiders that are hungry.
Okay. So I'm going to attack one of them that's next to me.
Do it.
Okay. D20?
D20 plus your melee plus your
Okay.
Your rage bonus.
So 9 plus 3 for melee plus one goes to strength, constitution, will saves.
So your bonus to your you get an add 4 to your strength. So that should
So that would add 4 to the roll that I just did,
no
right?
no it would add 4 to your strength attribute. So what's your strength attribute?
Strength attribute is 13.
So that would go
Or 13 plus base mod of 1.
right.
So
So that's
14.
that you've already factored in. So what you would do is
Mhm.
your temporary score would be a 17, which would be a temporary mod of +3.
Plus 3. Okay, and I rolled a 9, so that would be 12. And then I've got my D10 for the Great Club that I do now, or no?
Yeah, D10 plus the 3 plus whatever your bonus for your weapon is.
Okay, so then a D10 of 4 plus 3, so 7 plus 1, so 8.
Okay. You smash that thing so hard it breaks one of its legs off. And it hisses and spins and starts crawling away as rapidly as it can.
Okay.
All right.
So does that mean, is it crawling away like from our entire fight, or is it crawling away to one of the other characters?
It looks like it's crawling away from the entire fight. Like you kicked in some preservation mode there that it's trying not to die.
Okay.
Okay, Tess, you are lucky enough to not be attacked. So you will go down 1 more hit point. So you're at -7. That brings us to Casey.
Did my
Who is-
Patsy never pick her up?
No, he got attacked instead.
You got attacked.
Casey, you're up.
Okay. So I have.
You're now
been
mounted,
attacked on my way.
and there's a spider that's on top of both of you guys biting at you.
Okay,
like-
so I would like to rage.
Okay.
So roll a 20, right?
Nope. You just
Nope.
rage. That's what you
Okay.
do. Okay. Everybody's getting attacked again. Casey, you got hit that time. For 2 points of damage.
Okay.
JT, you now have 2 spiders on you.
Yay!
Ooh, what's your armor class?
12.
They both miss you.
Lucky me!
Jesse,
Yay.
1 spider on you. Misses you. Andrew, 1 spider on you. Hits you. I'm picking on Andrew, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what are you gonna do?
What's new?
That smile on Casey's face. I say I'm picking on Andrew. She smiles. She's like, ah. 1 point of damage, Andrew.
Okay.
Okay. Tess, you are not bit. The Patsy takes off running and screaming, and the spider that is chasing him down. And he's having a very hard time running away from it. But he is high-legging it, and he is clicking his coconuts together very rapidly to attempt to escape the spider. That brings us
Yeah,
to
it'll be
Shit.
fine.
With Andrew.
brings us to JT.
Let's see. I've already cast. Yeah, I got 1 more first level spell.
2 spiders on you.
I think I might use my druid domain. Well, no.
You are right there for a healing spell. Not that you would
If I
do
get
a
hit, I'm
healing-
dead.
Mm.
No, because I'll just
So-
heal you back.
No, and I have 2 spiders on me, and I can't run away from them because I'll incur 2 attacks of opportunity and die and not get to cast anything.
That's true.
So, what I'm going to do instead is use my Druid Domain, which is storms. And I'm going to do a Storm Burst that hits any foe within 30 feet of me. I have to make a ranged attack, and it deals a d6.1 damages. And they are buffeted back by winds and rain, causing it to take a -2 penalty on attack rolls for 1 round.
Nice.
Oh, I can do this ability 6 times a day.
I like it, you little storm druid, you.
Yep.
Little
I'm gonna call
storm
down a little
blasty.
storm and some lightning and basically thunderclap the ground and get them away from me.
I love it. Roll a ranged
Knock 'em all
attack.
back. So that'll be D20. 7.
Okay, well,
8. It's 8.
I mean, you very ferociously did that, but you didn't hit them with
Cool.
any damage.
Nice.
It was almost like you forgot you could do it.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh yeah, wait, I can do it. Oh, shit.
Yep.
That brings
Does it
us
have to
to
hit for them to get that penalty?
Jesse.
Never hit them, so they don't take the penalty now.
It's unfortunate.
I'm gonna try to finish off the spider at my feet.
Do it, man.
Ooh, natty 20.
Nice.
Natty 20. Confirm it.
Yeah.
Con-
Is that a?
Confirm it.
It's there.
Confirm
You don't
it.
see it.
Confirm it in the chat. You get a crit if you confirm it in the chat. So basically, what
So
you
I
have to do
roll
is
another 20.
you roll a d20 in the you hit it no matter what, and you roll a d20 in the chat, and if you hit
Right.
it again in the chat, you get the crit.
Oh, okay. So I just have to hit.
Yeah, which I mean is nothing for you because you're right there with your +9 to hit.
Cool. A 4.
That's still gonna hit, right?
Well,
What are
yeah,
you?
I hit him.
What are you
But I
+10?
didn't crit him.
No, you crit. So you rolled the.
Uh,
So what happens with a confirmation like that, Jesse, is like you rolled the natural 20, right? So
Right.
that's a critical, what they call a critical threat. So then you just roll again, and all you have to do is hit to get a crit. So you can either roll double damage, or I can draw this card. What do you want to do?
draw a card. What is a card?
You don't
Crit
remember?
cards.
Crit card. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, let's do the crit card because my damage sucks.
The crit card says you do normal damage plus dex damage.
Oh,
Basically, you go ahead and roll your normal damage, and yeah, you're going to basically hit it in a muscular structure.
So 7 plus 1 is 8 plus my dex is plus 5.
No,
Hell
you're not going to
yeah.
use your dex for damage unless you get a feat that allows you to do that. You can't use your dex for damage. You can only use your dex for hitting.
No, well, you just said. Okay, explain it again. Basically, I hit him for 8
You
plus
hit him
whatever the card says.
Yeah, then the card said that you would have crippled him too. You did dex damage to him. Anyways, it's irrelevant because you killed him. So you shoot your arrow. It goes right in between all 8 of those
Against him.
beautiful little eyes, and you kill that spider deader than shit. And that brings us to Andrew,
Okay.
who has already taken care of one spider. The other spider's still in your face, biting at you.
Attack it.
Do it, man. God damn it, I gotta get on this fucking scene changes. I'm doing awful with my scene changes today, people.
Shit. I got a 14.
That is a hit, sir. Roll damage. D10 plus what?
14 again, plus.
No, it's a D10. D10 for damage.
Oh, D10.
D20 to
Sorry.
hit, D10 for damage.
Okay, my bad.
Oh, you're fine.
1 sec. 8.
You rolled an 8?
Rolled an 8. So plus 1 for damage and plus 3 for the Great Club.
You have spider guts all over you. You smash down on the spider and squish it. You are covered in yellow spider goo as it explodes and showers you with its remnants. Tess!
That's my favorite ending on Pornhub.
Right? Being splattered with remnants. Speaking of being splattered with remnants, Tess, you go down to -8. You like what I did there?
If I survive this next round, Tess, I will be able to I'll have to stabilize you, and then you won't die.
All right.
If I live.
That brings us up to Casey, who is now raging. The halfling is raging.
And I'm on my hork.
And
correct?
you're on your hork.
So can I use my ferocious mount to be
Yeah.
able to attack the spiders?
You sure can.
Okay. Do I have to roll for that?
A D20. You need to beat a 14. You got a spider all up in your grill.
Okay. Got a 15.
That'll hit. You need to roll damage, which is a D6 plus your strength.
I'm going to roll a d6 in the chat.
Okay. 6. What's your strength bonus? I have.
My strength bonus is a +1.
Okay, but right now your strength is a 16, which means it is a +3 total. So you did 6. So that was the one you already hit. So that one's trying to bite you because you've already hit it in the face one time. And as you're up on your hork and you rage, you swing your axe down and just split it right in half. One mandible goes one way, one mandible goes the other way, and it is slain. It falls on the ground, twitching with its legs up in the air. So there is a second spider that is upon you, Casey.
Okay.
The second spider attacks you. And it misses. And JT, there are 2 spiders on you. And they attack. And one of them strikes you. It hits you for 4 points of damage. You need to make a saving throw versus poison.
Well, I'm not down from the damage. That's good.
And let's see,
Oh,
that's
jeez.
Jesse's handled his spider. Andrew's handled his 2 spiders. Tess is no longer being attacked because the spider is attacking the Patsy. The Patsy is still screaming and running around as the spider is chasing it. And that brings us to JT, who is still the only person in the party with 2 spiders on him. There's 1 spider left with the halfling and 2 spiders left with the dwarf druid and 1 spider chasing around a Patsy for a meal.
I am going to use my last first level spell to cast Stabilize on the downed dwarf, which will put her at -1, and she will no longer lose hit points every round.
I like that. And you don't have combat casting as a feat, I'm assuming?
No, didn't know that was a thing.
Okay. So you are going to institute attacks of opportunity while you do so?
No.
Well,
Well, in that case, if I'm gonna incur attacks of opportunity anyway, I'm gonna use a move action.
okay.
Or will that incur another 2?
No.
I think they only get 1 reaction, right?
Just 1 reaction. Unless they have... Some enemies have multiple attacks.
I mean, if I'm gonna get hit either way, then I'm going to move as well.
I don't remember what that feat is. There's a feat that allows you to use as many attacks of opportunity as your dex modifier.
Oh wow,
I don't remember what that one is, but
that'd be great for a rogue.
yeah, it's badass. You just move yourself into a position where anybody that tries to move away from you, you just like stab.
No, what I'm gonna do is grab her by the ankles and heal her as I do it, and move out of the way and drag her out of the battle.
Okay. You do heal her. You do stabilize her, but as you go to drag her, one of the spider's fangs sinks deep into your back, and you go unconscious, taking 5 points damage.
18, 19. Yep, I'm down.
5 points of damage. He collapses on top of the dwarf, managing to get his spell off to stabilize her so she doesn't die. Jesse, the spiders are attacking one of the dwarves who is doing a valiant job in trying to get to the fallen companion. It is your turn, sir. What does the elf do?
Both of our magic dealers are down now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
There's a total
There's
of
two spiders on Andrew.
no.
They're not on my character anymore.
No, he's killed both of his spiders. The two spiders are now on top of JT's character. What's the druid's name? Anyways, and he's collapsed. Bjarni, yeah, they're on top of Bjarni, like tearing at his flesh, and he's now using his body to cover the cleric. So it's not going good for them over there. The halfling seems to be doing okay, but she does have a spider that's attacking her.
But she's also on a hork.
And she's on a mount, and they seem to be doing okay. And then there's another spider that's running around chasing a Patsy. Patsy seems to be staying ahead of it.
Okay. I'm going to. Let's see. Okay, so tell me how this deadly aim works. I can take a -1 penalty on ranged attack to gain a +2 bonus on ranged damage.
Right. So it's like a give or take shot. So like since you have such an high attack bonus, so your attack bonus is 9, 10, or 11. For each 1 point that you take down, you add 2 points to your damage because your damage bonus is only a +1, right?
Right.
So if you want to add another +1, you would take, or whatever, right? You basically take your bonus to hit to pull that bow back just an extra, half an inch, just to get just a little bit more damage. Because we all know how a half an inch can really give.
Okay, so of the two spiders, does ones that are attacking or eating the druid and the cleric, does one seem to be damaged at all? I can't remember if they.
I mean, it's not really. Yeah. You definitely see that one of them is taken, some, at least one, smack to the head.
Okay.
You can see
right.
see some yellow spider goo on the side of one of them's head.
Okay. Then I'm going to. All right, so I can take a -1 penalty on my attack bonus for +2 on all damage. So, or is it 1 to 1? You said down here it says 1 to 2. So
1 to 2 probably. Yep.
Okay.
And then there should be, when you're leveling up in the future, you might want to look and see what the prerequisite of that deadly aim does, because you probably have to have deadly aim to do some other cool feats with your bow.
Gotcha. See, I don't remember taking deadly aim, so I don't know if it just gave it to me. But I did take point blank shot. Okay, I'm just gonna point blank shot the one that's damaged. So they're 14, you said?
Yep.
Okay, 19 plus 7, so hit.
Okay.
And then an 8 plus a 1.
You know, another thing too, which I mean, maybe we'll talk about after this session, but I think that a 19 might be a crit threat for you.
19 to 20 on bow.
Yeah,
Piercing.
yeah, and a bow. I'm trying to pull up your character right now because. Oh no!
It
Let's
says
see.
critical is 20 times 3.
Okay, that's so you have the same problem that Casey has. You didn't equip the weapons in your inventory when you bought them. So when you go
Yeah, it's equipped.
after today's session, when we get done with today's session and you level up again,
It's in my both hands slot.
oh well, I don't know why it's not showing up on your.
Oh, because I as soon as we did the shopping cart, I switched it
Oh, okay.
from the longsword that I picked up from the goblin.
Very good. So you should be able to just check the box on whichever weapon that you guys have, and it will come up in that section. So make sure you guys do that when you level up next time, so you know what you're rolling. Anyways, go ahead, roll your.
Right. Yeah, it's right here on my screen, but it's not right on yours.
Oh, okay. So is your critical threat 19 to 20, or is it just 20?
It says 20 and then times 3.
Okay. Well, that's important to know. Times 3 is how much damage you do when you actually crit. But you only crit on a 20. Some weapons are 19 to 20. Anyways.
Okay. I did 6 plus 1 damage to the one that looked like it had been hit.
All right. You shoot
So
the
7
arrow.
damage.
Arrow goes right into its ass, like right through its ass and right into its vital organs, and it slumps over dead on top of the dwarf. Andrew, you're up. Your brother's down. There's one spider on it. The elf's killed one. Halfling's next to you, fighting off a spider. Spider running around in circles. Your call. What do you want to do?
Attack spider that's on brother.
All right. Make your attack roll.
Save
15?
me, Oprah.
What's that?
15.
That's a hit. Roll your damage, my friend.
Ah,
The damage is the D10. Sorry.
Yep.
Rolled
Should be
the wrong one.
it should be D10 plus 4.
Yes. 9 plus 4, so 13.
All right.
Rush that motherfucker.
You did. You splat. You run up. You just have this full-on berserker rage swing going on, and you hit that fucker. It goes flying through the air, just guts trailing behind it in a nice, beautiful arc, spraying the party with guts. It lands on the ground, dead. That brings us to the top of the rotation, which is Casey with one spider left on you, attacking you.
Okay. Can I continue to use my rage while I'm mounted with the ferocious mount?
Absolutely.
So my hork is kind of helping?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I want to do that.
Do it. Roll your attack.
Okay. That's a D20, right?
D20 plus your attack bonus. And I accidentally closed out your character because I'm an asshole.
Okay, so I got an 11 plus my attack bonus.
I'm sure that you have a plus 3 going on because of your strength right now, so that's a 14 there. So you hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. God damn it.
As D6.
D6 plus 4.
So I got a 5 plus 4, so that's 9.
Okay, you hit that thing and it just hisses and starts scurrying away from you. You may swing an attack of opportunity if you want. It's running from you.
What do I roll for an attack of opportunity?
Same thing. Do the same exact thing you just did. D20. D20 to hit.
Okay, so 14.
You hit.
Sweet.
And you did 9 points of damage before. So you will do a minimum of 1 point of damage. So you kill it. So you hit it the first time, and it hisses and kind of rears back and turns to run, and you just strike it again and kill it. That leaves us to the one spider that jumps and pounces and finally brings down the patsy, starts biting on the patsy. And JT, you go to -1, or whatever your next negative number is. How much did that 5 bring you to?
Yep. 21, so I'm at 2 over, so that's 3 over now.
Okay. So JT's at a -3. That brings us to Jesse. There's one spider left. It's on top of a patsy, gnawing at it. Tess is at -1. but
I'm
still.
going to shoot at it.
All right.
I'm going to 9 + 7, 16.
That'll hit.
Hit it for 6 damage.
Okay. It hisses, spins, and it looks like it's coming to attack you. And that brings us to Andrew. There's one spider left. It looks like it's going to charge the elf that just shot it with an arrow. The arrow is deep into the side of the spider. It does not look like it's doing very well.
There's only one spider left, right?
There's only one spider left.
I'm going to give my brother one of the berries that I stashed away.
You're not worried about the elf?
Right now, he got it.
He's
He's talking too much shit anyway.
Yes.
You can just stabilize.
Can I do stabilize?
Not the spell. You just stop me. You just bandage me. Stop me from bleeding.
Okay, so that's what I want to do.
All right. Roll a wisdom roll.
Is that a D20?
Yeah, unless you have first aid or some sort of.
Heal.
Wait.
I have that.
I mean,
Yeah.
your brother's.
I have a -1 on it. Let's see what happens.
You've seen your brother. You've seen your brother heal or stabilize enough things. It's just that normally when he stabilizes things, they die. No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking sick of Discord, man. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm sure it's the Discord.
Yeah, it's not his
All right.
computer, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's not like he's the only one who dropped 4
And
times.
with your -1 on that, and the fact that I'm down, I couldn't have told you how to stabilize me. So you do it however you think is best.
That's
I
right.
I got a 16, and then with the -1, that makes it a 15.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's
Not
I did
bad.
alright.
Not
you
bad.
you remembered that if you put your finger in there, you have to leave your finger in there. So don't do that. And basically, you just use some cloth and stuff that in there instead. Otherwise, it could have been a long time before you got your finger back.
Use a dwarf, we'll walk it off. Good.
So you stabilize JT. In the future, when we get a little bit more critical on the rules, you probably won't be able to make decisions like that in a berserker rage. Just to let you know. When you're raging, and you see blood, I'm not in the habit of killing off characters in the first 3 fucking missions. But in the future, I might come at you a little bit harder about the role playing of your berserker rage. You don't really think too much when you're fighting.
That is a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Back to the top with the halfling, because Tess got to spend so much time participating in this fight. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Well, somebody shouldn't have fallen asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if it is any consolation, everybody almost died because of you.
Maybe one of her favorite
Yeah.
elf brothers should have made her some tea so she would have stayed awake.
Well, I mean, we all will kind of know a little bit that when the cleric goes on watch, probably ought to give the cleric some cocaine. We don't have
My
any,
dumbass children
Some
didn't run
C4.
ragdoll on me today.
right? I mean, I'm sure.
Okay.
Oh no, this is on you.
All right, halfling.
What's up? I had to deal with
Okay,
black
so
out of
there's
the
one
sky.
spider left, right?
One spider left. Yep. and it's scurrying towards the elf.
Okay, so
You may move to attack the spider. If you do so, you will block line of sight for the elf to attack the spider. So decide whether or not you want to go to attack the spider or not.
Tesla with her bag.
And since I allowed Andrew to make a decision in a berserker rage, I will allow you this one time to make a decision in a berserker rage, because normally you would just go in and attack.
right.
Which you might do anyways. I mean, who gives a shit? Like, right? I mean, you're a badass.
So what's going on? So what's going on with everyone else? Andrew is stopping the bleeding for his brother.
He's
The
got him.
elf is wanting to attack the spider. What's going on with Mom?
Still there.
Mom is underneath the dwarf in a pool of spider goop.
We've made a dwarf sandwich.
They've made a dwarf sandwich with spider mayonnaise.
Okay,
Always
so
Sunday.
I would like to attack the spider
Okay.
on my berserker rage.
Okay. Do it. Do your
Okay.
thing.
So I got a 13.
You rolled a 13?
I rolled a 13.
Okay, so you're going to add 4 to that because it's a +1 because of your... I'll help you with this before next session. And then you're going to add your strength bonus. So you and Andrew both do the same thing. So what you'll have to remember, especially as we get closer to increasing attributes and stuff like that, is that your temporary scores are really important. Because you've got all of those boxes in your character sheet that say temp scores, and you guys are going to be working with those a lot because of your rage, and your rages will increase.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And you'll be moving. I mean, we're all learning, so it's not a big deal. But like
Yeah,
your
sure.
rages will be increasing. You can add feats to help your rages increase. Magic items, things like that will occur as well. So your temp scores are going to be really important to understand for you two. Okay, so you did hit. Go ahead and roll your damage, which would be D6 plus 4.
So I got a 4 plus 4, so that's 8.
And it was already wounded from when the elf hit it. So actually, you charge in and slay the last spider.
Woo!
Oh,
You guys survived the midnight spider attack.
We gotta have a talk with Mom about her sleeping habits. She's
barely.
I was
And
gonna say,
Right.
Jesse's an elf, right? I don't think elves technically sleep.
They
What
sleep
the heck,
for
Jesse?
4 hours.
I'm an elf and a ranger.
he's an
I
elf.
sleep with no eyes closed.
He's an elf ranger. He was brooding. He was off doing his elf meditation thing, like, and when he woke up, there was a spider in his lap. Like, hi.
You know,
Thinking about why the horks are acting like horks. All right, that brings us to the close of the session. We will let everybody level up in the meantime.
Oh, yeah.
So, everybody will be healthy and healed up at the end there. What are you guys going to do with the spider corpses?
Make armor.
Make dinner. 2.
I'm gonna throw them
Second
at
dinner.
Armor.
the dwarves that fell asleep.
I'm gonna throw him at the elf. I'm gonna
Can
throw
any
him
of our
back.
characters make or drain the poison to use it later?
Ooh.
Elf might be able to for his arrows.
The elf and the druid
Yeah,
together
do I have
could
any like
probably take a few
vials
there.
or?
No, but anybody want to
Well,
make
the
an
druid's sleeping.
Anybody want to make an intelligence
I
check?
have a knowledge nature. I have a knowledge nature.
I'll make an intelligence check. I do have knowledge nature too.
I will say a knowledge nature check will work. DC 14. Unless you come up with it on your own. You don't have to. I'm giving you a clue if you beat a 14 with a nature check. If you don't want to. If you come up with it on your own, you don't have to roll.
Nope. Failed.
Anybody else want to try? Try for a
I got a
clue.
15.
Knowledge nature for a clue.
I got a 15.
Okay. Druid, you throughout the course of your life know a little bit about spiders, and you know that this particular breed of spider, or is not a wandering breed of spider. They are nesters. So there is your
We walked into their nest.
there is your clue. They are nesters.
All right.
I will
I gotta
also
go
tell my
get
party all that.
Okay.
Hi, Tess.
See you, Tess.
Bye, Tess. So sorry about your combat. That you didn't.
Actually, I realized that I was looking at the wrong character sheet, so it's on me. I was looking at my level 1, so.
Oh, see, I was gonna
why
say
I
like
went
So
down
you had a
fast.
little more hit points.
you would have
yeah.
had
Yeah,
some more.
19, not 11. I mean, I probably
Oh.
would have died anyway, but
You
cool.
might
I
have, but
survived barely.
you might have been able to heal yourself and mitigated some of the damage that was dealt out to the party. That was
Too late. I already fucked up the entire campaign. It's fine. Or the entire session.
I was gonna say when I was dividing up how many spiders to send at you guys, I was looking at their challenge rating for a group of 5 people, and I was like, well, 8 is not a big challenge for this group. And so when you went down that fast, I was like, oh fuck. Oh fuck, everybody's down.
That's on me.
For those of you that failed your saving throw and have taken strength damage, you are still poisoned. That strength damage has to be cured in a role playing sense. So even though your
Is
health
it magical?
it's a drain. It's a kind of a
Got it.
semi-permanent thing. So
Okay. I have skills related to curing that. Like I have the healing skill.
okay,
Me too.
so when we start out, we'll have a couple of rolls to
can
do
do
right in
that.
the beginning.
Okay.
Bye
guys.
All right, see you,
See ya.
Tess.
Cool.
Okay, the rest of you,
All right.
we
almost died.
we did almost die. We got. Is there anything you guys want to take from that clue that I gave you before we wrap up?
That they're nesting spider.
So either we
don't know
were
much about
in their
spiders.
nest or they've been chased out of their nest.
Do we see any nests around?
Oh, make a
Do we
perception
know?
check.
Oh, I'm good at that.
16.
16 total with your super
Yeah.
rolls, with your perception rolls. Okay.
I know, right?
Anybody else?
Yeah, I can do that. I have a plus. I have a +9 on that.
Perception.
That is not your strong point.
18
halfling.
plus 9.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you guys are kind of wandering around, and you do see several tunnels in a nearby. There's a forested area that's nearby, and as you go into there, there's kind of some hilly areas, and you can see the webs, kind of on the ground level, and some tunnels.
Now it makes sense.
Some tunnels going into with webbing around the entrances of the tunnels that kind of span outward, and you know that these are definitely the spiders' nests.
And I'm like, ooh, tunnels.
Yeah, and with that high of a perception check, you can hear chittering from inside of those nests.
Mm-hmm. We should move our camp.
So there's a couple of different things that you guys can think about before the next session there.
Okay.
But yeah, that's
Pay more attention to our surroundings.
that's that. That was it. We were to end with the
Right.
spider fight. The spider fight is over. You lived, almost not. But we will reconvene next
Jeez,
week. Are we going to reconvene on Sunday? I saw in chat. Are we going to try to do that? Is that throw anybody off?
Sundays work best for me, so
Next weekend is
But let me know.
so I didn't know if anyone was doing anything.
Oh, that was the thing. Are we going to talk about Memorial Weekend? Oh, let me just.
Is anybody actually?
But let me sign off on the stream here, you guys. For those of you that are viewing or watching or gonna watch the video later, this is brought to you by Crypto Comics, CryptoComics.com. Go check it out. It's a super cool idea. I'm JJ Martyr with Bagman Gaming. Thank you guys very much for stopping by the stream or watching this video in the future. So we'll see you.